As a cloud engineer, I have to test out a whole bunch of different things. That's where home labbing comes in. Small catch though, I'm in an RV as you can see. Sure, I can get by with Docker or virtualization or even Vagrant on my workstation, but I use that for work and I don't want to clutter up my PC. So I need a better solution. That's where this comes in. Bam! This, my friends, is a 4-node Proxmox cluster running on Dell XPS laptops. They're not the most powerful things. Most of these have 8 gigs of RAM. One of them has 16. Got one that has 250 gigs of storage. 2 of them have 1 terabyte of storage, and another one has 2 terabytes of storage. So plenty of overall storage and compute power for anything I'm doing as a home lab. Please do not tell me about this mess. I know. All of this, of course, is running from my Starlink, running through a little 8-port switch just so I have a little LAN setup going on. And all that is also connected to my laptop. All right, so here's my XPS cluster, 4 nodes just like we talked about. I decided for my first project on here, I wanted to get into Kubernetes. I haven't really done too much with Kubernetes, so I decided to start with a lightweight K3s Kubernetes cluster. So on my GitHub, I have the entire breakdown of the lab that I've done. It's been generalized so you all can follow it nice and easy. There is also a prerequisites text file there that will outline what you need to get started. But overall, it's pretty simple. I started out with a Ubuntu server template. I just downloaded the latest 24 LTS server edition Ubuntu ISO, and I created a template from it, and I deployed 3 different VMs. All these are fairly lightweight. They are all 1 proc and 2 gigs of RAM each, 32 gigs, thin provision, so not really using much at all. And I used 2 worker nodes and 1 controller node. That is not best practice by any means, but just for the lab and learning, that's what I decided to do. We will upgrade as we go, guys. As you can see here, it does say K8S. You could ignore that. I decided to switch it mid getting this going to K3S just to make it more lightweight. At any rate, what we decided to do, we as in me, is use Helm to deploy the Kube Prometheus stack. And what that allows me to do is scrape data from my cluster and the Starlink to visualize everything in a nice dashboard on Grafana. So what that looks like is right here. So here's my Starlink dashboard, super easy. I can see latency, GPS stats, uptime. If there's obstructions, my software version, I could always add on to this. There's a lot of different data points that Starlink allows you to grab, but that's what I have so far. And then I also have a whole bunch of different gauges for my nodes. Since I have an XPS cluster, they're laptops, as you saw. They're all kind of stacked on top of each other. I have them spaced out, but I don't want them to overheat. So I'm really keen on making sure the temperatures aren't too hot so I don't have to worry about battery swelling. So I've got a temperature gauge. And then also I've got this really nice dashboard, which gives me a lot of metrics on the nodes themselves. I can also switch to the VMs. So there's nodes. I could switch this over and check out the actual VMs that are running. So I could check out all the different specs on how they're running, how the nodes are running, storage, all kinds of different metrics that I haven't even really fully delved into. But you get the idea. So now I can fully monitor my entire home lab setup. We'll definitely build on this as we go, guys, but what I want to do for phase 2 is, now that I know how to do this manually, I'm going to strip it all down and I want to spin it all up using infrastructure as code. So a combination of Terraform and Ansible to do the exact same thing, just with a few scripts that push of a button, essentially. Phase 3, I'd really like to upgrade this to either K8S or Talos backend, just to make sure that this is a little bit more robust, has more feature sets, and is a little more realistic for an enterprise level Kubernetes cluster. And that's a wrap on phase 1 of the Kubernetes cluster setup. Stay tuned for phase 2. Check out my GitHub if you need the reference material for the follow-along scripts. And if you need help getting into cloud engineering, I have the starter kit in the description below. Stay tuned for next time, guys. Peace.